Hey pilots, Craig Gamble with Paraglider Service USA, and today we're trim tuning a Navuk Heiko paraglider. It's got 68 hours on it, and let me show you here. The red here is where all the issues are wrong. These are all, the main line groups are at the top row right here, and then the midline groups. So I break things up in the midline groups because it splits the groups up, because the line groups are just too large these days to do proper adjustments. So all the red is the areas where there are issues. It doesn't mean those are the areas that need to be adjustment. Those are just the areas that are just out of sync with the B row. So we need to zero out the B row, and then we'll get the others to come in sync in it. And what I mean in sync is within plus or minus 4 millimeters. That's the tolerance that I shoot for. And so I've already made some adjustments. This is on the after retrim. I haven't remeasured this side yet or made adjustments there, but on the right side here, I made some adjustments. I got an anchor stitch on line group A1 and a double loop at B1. And then that wasn't enough. The other areas were split up. I had to make some adjustments midline in the upper cascades. So I made these adjustments here. I had to put a double loop at line segment 2A3, and the line segment 2B3 I put a double loop at that midline group, and then 2C4 double loop, and then I remeasured and I got rid of a lot of the red because there was a lot of red in there. And then now, because I got 2 red left, what that means is half a line group is out of sync with the other half. So if I did a loop or increase this loop, it would make one side, correct one side and screw the other side up. So, and same on this one here. If I increase that to a double loop, it'd fix this red one, but then make that one too short. So what I do is do line core inserts. So I do the double loops in the upper cascade where I can when they're larger, further away, if they're like 8, 9, 10 millimeters away. And then in this case, there's only 3 millimeters I got to get down. And so I'll do line core inserts. And that's what I'm going to have my wife here videotape me doing and how that goes about, that sequence. So I need a -3 at line group 283 and -3 at line group 281. So at line group 281, I'm doing right now. I'm going to hand this off to my wife. And so she can get a view of this here. So this is line group 281, which is lines A1 and A2 of the canopy. And what I'm doing here is I do a line core insert. And so what that involves is me feeding line inside. I don't want to use the same line diameter. We use a line diameter that's a size smaller so we don't stress the line. So I go ahead and put my guitar string in here and I splice it or open up the core, and then I'll poke through like so with my guitar string, and then I'll go ahead and get this line diameter. This is a 130 kilogram unsheathed air midline, and I'll go use a 90 kilogram unsheathed air midline, and that's the one I'm going to put inside the core. And so I'll go ahead and put it on the guitar string, pinch it, and then I'm going to suck that up inside of it. My finger's going to get in the way here so you can't see what I'm doing there. So it's inside now. I'm going to pull it all the way through. And I always go more than I need, because I can always pull out, but I can't add as easily. So here it is at the end, and then I'll get this just so it disappears. So what I'll do is I'll milk it down to this one end is inside of it. There, it's inside of it now. Okay, like so. So because it's a smaller diameter, the difference in diameter is not so much. It doesn't stress as much. And then I taper the ends so they gradually, they don't have an abrupt change. And so this is it. And then I'll tighten this line, and then I'll remeasure it. And this is going to be too short now. I don't want a -3 millimeters. So I have it about this much in there. And it'll probably minus about 8. And then I'll just pull a little out, remeasure it, pull out, little measure until I get to my -3 millimeters. And that's how I go about my, what I call premium trim tuning here at Paraglider Service USA. So I just wanted to share that with you. And once I get the number I want, pull this out to the portion I want, then I'll go ahead and pinch this like so, and then I'll pull it down so I'm not losing the line, and I'll do a tapered trim, and then it'll be cut off, and then it'll suck it back inside, and then I'll be done with that. So I just wanted to share with you what line core inserts are. You know, the double loops in the midlines. Case, what I did earlier is where they branch out here, I'll make a double loop on one and leave the single loop on the other, and I'll put it back together. I've done that in a couple 3 spots already. So in any case, this is how we go about to make things, I mean, really precise. So when I'm done, when it's all said and done and over, and I do my report, and I show the differences here, you know, they'll be all red here in the before retrim, and then all these red will be gone here because I'll get everything fine-tuned. And then everything here on these charts here showing the extreme high angle attack in the profile, these will all be level with the 0 line or close to it within 2 or 3 millimeters. So the difference between the rows is no more than plus or minus 4 millimeters. And that's how we do things here at Paraglider Service USA. Thank you for watching.